All right, boys and girls, today's lesson is lesson 3-4. And today we're going to talk about the customary unit of weight and the metric units of mass. Okay? So, like we learned about volume, and we learned about the customary unit of volume, and the metric units of volume, we talked a little bit about liters and milliliters in the last unit, or last lesson. And before that, we talked about pints and gallons and quarts and half gallons. So now we're moving away from the liquid and we're thinking more about weight and mass and how heavy something is. And if you were to lift it, how much would it weigh? And what it is compared to other things that are heavy. So for starters, I want to talk about ounces and pounds. Okay? Because in ounces and pounds, that's a customary unit of weight. So ounces and pounds. Okay, and when you see ounces written, you see it written as initialed OZ, and you see pound as LB. Okay, I know it sounds weird because pounds doesn't start with an L, but it's shortened as LB. So just to give you an idea, pounds is the bigger of the two units. Ounces, there are 16 of in 1 pound. Okay, so 16 ounces equals 1 LB. Okay, 16 OZ equals 1 LB. Okay, so that's the main thing you need to know. Because I think you all know pounds, because a lot of you could say, have an idea of what you might weigh, or what weight would be. So because you know that, you need to know that ounces are the smallest part of it, just like milliliters, and there's the 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. And we talked about cups, and we talked about quarts and gallons and pints. But now we're talking the more the weight thing. So this is like the main thing you need to know. Is 16 ounces equals 1 pound. But there's a lot of pages for this lesson, so I'm going to really fly through them because we talk about pounds and ounces, and then we're going to eventually, in a couple pages, talk about something a little bit more when we hit grams and kilograms. So I want you to just quickly, we can fly through these. A backpack full of books. Definitely it'll be in pounds. Okay, because one book you wouldn't do ounces either, because just about every book out there, unless it's a tiny, really thin book, but just about every book at least be a pound. A couch, definitely pounds. Okay, a lot of them too, heavy. A peanut. Hopefully you don't have a peanut that weighs a pound. In most cases, I think it'd be a record breaker if there's a peanut that weighs a pound. So it's definitely in ounces. And pencil's the same thing, ounces, because you're not going to be able to write with a pencil that weighs over a pound because your hand would be just sore. So we're going to go through these estimates real quick. A student desk, you think it'd be 30 pounds or 3 pounds? Well, a lot of you can pick up your own desk. You may not be able to move it very far, but you can pick it up yourself. But it's not something you can pick up and put over your head. So a lot of us can move 30 pounds. Almost every one of us can move 3 pounds. So 30 pounds is what it would be. 3 pounds would be you bump into your desk, you could probably knock it over, it'll flip over. 30 pounds, at least it lets it sit down a little bit to where, a couple of you would have to really pick it up and move it. Next one, with a television, 20 ounces or 20 pounds. And the reason why they put this up there because ounces, we're talking about something small. Okay, something small is ounces. So is a television to be something small, 20 ounces, or would it be something pretty heavy with 20 pounds? It would be 20 pounds. A hamster, would you guess more 5 ounces for a hamster or 5 pounds for a hamster? Well, hopefully you go with 5 ounces because a 5-pound hamster would be pretty big. And then a slice of cheese. Is a pound for a slice of cheese is just an ounce? Ounce. Slice of cheese is real thin. They're really little. You might be able to get a big block of cheese for it that weighs a pound, but you want to go more towards an ounce there. So, next one, number 9. it says Selma filled each of 3 bags with 5 ounces of her favorite nuts. How many ounces of nuts did she use all together? It says use the drawing to solve the problem. Well, here's how we'll do we'll solve the problem. We'll just kind of do the hop or the skip or the bounce, whatever you would want to call this. But it says Selma filled 3 bags with 5 ounces. So I'm going to go from 0 to 5. I'm going to go 5 to 10. I'm going to go 10 to 15. So that tells me 15 ounces. Or really, 3 times 5. I think we're all kind of at that point now where you can just write a multiplication problem. Next one. 2 apples together weigh 16 ounces. If one apple weighs 9 ounces, how much does the other apple weigh? Well, one way you could do this is say they both weigh 16 ounces. So one of them, from here to there, is what they both weigh. And one of them weighs 9 ounces, so one of them weighs from here to here. I'm sorry, 9 ounces, so it would be 16 to 7. Sorry. Oh, darn it. So I'll scribble this out. So how much does the other one weigh? And you would just count it and be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That probably made it more complicated than what it really is, when really it's 16 minus 9 equals 7. All right, let's push this out of the way. I'm going to try to boogie through this. We're at 6 minutes already, and we have all these pages to do, so there's probably a good chance you'll be working most of them by yourself. So, actually, I'm going to have you do this one on your own. I think you can do all these, no problem. In a small group, we'll go over these pages, but this one I don't really want to focus on, so I'm going to push it aside. Next up, we talk about grams and kilograms. Okay? So when we're talking about grams and kilograms, hopefully most of you know that, or can guess that, there are 1,000 kg for kilograms into 1 gram. Okay? There are 1,000. Sorry, I did that completely backwards. Whoopsies. I looked at it like that does not look right. There's 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. Okay, kilogram is big, really, really, really big. Okay, heavy. So 1,000 grams would be inside 1 kilogram. Man, I almost made your whole lesson be a mess. Okay, so would measure mass as a okay, this is where we're different, because before we talk about weight, where's that page at? Okay, this was talking about weight. Okay, weight is different, because weight is the customary unit. Okay, that's kind of how we use it in the United States. Okay, metric is how you'll see it used more often around the country. Okay, so metric is different. It talks about mass in gram. So an elephant, would it be in kilograms or grams? Elephants are big, heavy, so we're going to go kg. Okay, a crayon, we're going to go just a g for gram, because a crayon is really little. A stamp, the same thing, that's really little and light. And a dog, I guess we'll go kilogram and dog, only because when I said a kilogram, it's really, really big. I guess I exaggerate a little bit. It's big compared to the world of grams. But if you have 1,000 grams, you'd have a kilogram. So I guess a dog, dog might be, somewhere between 10 to 7,500 pounds. So we're going to go kilograms on that. So let's quickly fly through these two, do a couple problems, and then I'm going to jump to, I think, the last page and have you just do all the pages in between. So circle the better estimate. A pair of sunglasses, 150 grams or 150 kilograms? Well, it's 150 grams, because 150 kilograms is a lot for a pair of sunglasses. A horse, 6 kilograms or 600 kilograms? Well, that's where it gets tough, because you kind of have to understand what would weigh a kilogram. So a horse would be about 600 kilograms. So if that tells you anything about kilograms and grams, I mean, if we'd weigh a dog with kilograms, most likely a horse is going to be way bigger than the dog. So we're going to say 600 kilograms for a dog. So if it helps you out at all, because I mean, this helps me a little bit. 1 kilogram would equal right around 2.2 pounds lbs. Okay, so if you know something's about 5 pounds, then it's going to be 2 kilograms. Okay, so if that helps you out at all. So a horse at 600 kilograms, that might be about 300 pounds. So even if we scribble off the 2.2 and we just say, hey, a pound is twice as much as 1 kilogram. So if you have 1 kilogram, if a horse, or I said that backwards, a kilogram is 2 kilograms would equal, or 1 kilogram would equal 2 pounds. So if something weighed 50 kilograms, then it's going to be about 100 pounds. So a horse that's 600 kilograms would be about 1,200 pounds, and that would be about right. So a horse with this 600 kilogram horse would be about 1,200 pounds. A watermelon, 40 grams or 4 kilograms. Well, if you think about kilograms and you think about 4 kilograms would equal about 8 pounds, and yeah, that sounds about right. Watermelons can be anywhere between 5 to, maybe we'll find a 15-pound watermelon. A quarter, a little tiny little quarter. Would we say 5 grams or 500 grams? Well, let's go with 5 grams because it's definitely a lot smaller. 500 grams is a half a kilogram, so half a kilogram is a pound. So we're going to say that a quarter doesn't weigh a pound. Right, so I don't want to I don't want to work with the bottom part. Next thing, more story problems. Puzzle Penguin you can work on your own, but real quickly I just want to look at this. We're running out of time. Circle the better estimate. 200 grams or 200 kilograms. 200 kilograms would be about 400 pounds. My guess is the penguin's probably close to, kangaroo's probably close to 400 pounds. So they can get big. I mean, they can get to 6 feet tall. Now back to the watermelon. 10 kilograms or 20 grams. 10 kilograms would be about 2 pounds. Or I'm sorry, about 20 pounds because you would multiply by 2. And you can get watermelons of 20 pounds. A hat. 3 pounds or 3 ounces. 3 ounces is pretty light. 3 pounds, would you want to wear a 3-pound hat? No, you wouldn't. Your head would hurt. So a tree, 100 pounds or 10 ounces. Definitely 100 pounds for a tree. Trees are heavy, especially big trees next to a statue there. It's tall. Car, 100 pounds or a ton. Okay, hopefully you know that a car is around a ton. Okay, bigger cars are 2 tons. If you understand anything about tons, I don't know if we've talked about it yet, but 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds. Okay? And then your math book, would you say 10 kilograms or 1 kilogram? 10 kilograms would be about 20 pounds. And no, your math book's not 20 pounds, so we know it's 20 kilograms. All right. So we are way short on time. So it was a long lesson. Hopefully I extended you enough to get through it all, but we'll work on the other pages in small group.